Today, I want to share with you the one question I wish people would ask me when discussing topics related to team culture and business growth and staff retention. How do I know if trust exists in my team? Trust is far and away the most critical component of successful business culture. If you doubt this even for a moment, think about the last time that you accomplished something great where trust was lacking. We now know that there is solid science behind trust and distrust. I bet this leaves you wondering. Research by Paul Zak shows the impact of trust on organizations. People at high trust companies report 75% less stress, 106% more energy at work, 50% higher productivity, 76% more engagement, 29% more satisfaction with their lives, and 40% less burnout. The single most important step that you can take to building trust is having a conversation that starts with openness, transparency, and vulnerability. This creates a connection that begins a relationship. What is it about trust that is so profoundly critical to how we grow, develop, mentor, retain, and create a culture that drives you and your team with the least amount of effort? You see, without a culture of trust, you and your team spend more time and energy on being reactive, putting out fires, dealing with silos, having critical conversations without results, and thus expending a heck of a lot of energy on situations that result from distrust. But I still get comments from CEOs, leaders, and even team members. We get along great, and everyone trusts each other. Great, but then why are you still detecting little signs of team dysfunction? Perhaps it's time for you to ask the question, how trusted am I? And how much does the team trust each other? Here are just 3 of my top 10 questions to help you determine how trusted you are. Oh, by the way, they do require a bit of introspection and honesty with yourself. Number 1, will or do any of my team members challenge my ideas freely? Number 2, would my employees agree that I am completely transparent with all of my communication? Number 3, can I be direct in my communication and conversations, or do I often have to walk on eggshells not to offend others? Of course, these questions aren't the only indication of whether or not you can be or should be or are trusted. What I know for sure is that trust is the single most important piece of creating a culture in your business of trust. It must start with you, the leader. Thus, you're left to reflect on yourself. Am I a piece of the trust puzzle that is missing? Or will you continue to look somewhere else while you continue to push yourself along? Trust is likely the one thing holding you and your team back. For a complete list of my top 10 questions to help you assess how trusted you are by your team, click on the link below or direct message me here on LinkedIn.